things around us. Those 3 chapters have been completed for you, right? Okay, now, and in the upcoming week or in the upcoming days, you will be having a test from one of those chapters as well. Okay. The chapter that is left for you to be discussed is light, magnetics and its effects, and then habitat and adaptation. So 3 chapters are left for you to be discussed, and hopefully that will be covered before time on time. Okay, now. So let us start with this chapter. The name of the chapter. First of all, you guys write down the name of the chapter. Getting to know plants. Both of you give this topic, getting to know plants.
Done, sir.
Done? Okay. Now there are different things which you guys are going to be learning in this chapter. Like first of all, we will learn about basic things like what is a forest. Okay. Next thing, just give another topic, content, right? Content, and write down the following things which I'm writing. So in this chapter, we would be learning about forest, right? Then we would be learning about types of trees. No, just 1 minute. We'll be learning about plants and their roles. After this, we would be learning about types of trees, namely herbs, shrubs, and trees. So the types of plants, I mean to say. We'll be learning about herbs, shrubs, and trees. What are they, and on what basis they are classified? Okay, no? And what basis they are classified. So you'd be learning about that too. And then in this, after this, you'd be learning about creepers and climbers. Creepers and climbers, where you will get to learn about different kind of plants like muskmelon, watermelon, like grapevine or pea plant. What are they? After this, you'd be learning about parts of plants. In parts of plants, these are the following subtopics which we would be learning in detail. Okay, na? So we would be learning about different kind of things in this. Like we'd be learning about stem. In stem, we would be particularly learning about topics like what is internode, what is bark, what is internode, what is bark, what is node. All these things you'd be learning in stem. And particularly in stem, you will learn about its functions and how it does the absorption of water, right? And other things. Then you'd be learning about leaf and its parts. Leaf and its parts. So in this, the different things we should be learning, in bracket, you will write it down as what is stomata. In this, you'd be learning about parts of the stomata like guard cells. How does it, what function does the guard cells and what function does the stomata perform? Then you'll be learning about different parts of the leaf. Okay, now, like you'd be learning about what is lamina. You'd be learning about types of veins present in the leaf. You'd be learning about what is the function of midrib. You'd be learning about what is petiole. All that you'd be learning in this, right? Okay.
Yes.
By the way, like you'd have seen, like some plants have a reticulate venation, some plants have parallel venation in them.
Yes.
Like if you were to look like this, different plants have got different types of veins present on their leaves. Just to give you an example, like if you were to look at the coconut leaves, so they have got parallel veins in them, right? Or if you were to look at the peepal leaf or a banyan leaf, so they would be having veins, branched veins would be present in them. Getting at what I'm trying to say? Like for example, see, this is a leaf over here. So in this, the veins would be kind of branched like this. You know, while in some cases the leaves would be kind of like this. For example, in which we find that veins would be running parallel to each other like this. like this. Okay. So we would be learning about that too also. When we would be learning about veins, so we will get to know that certain kind of plants would have a parallel venation like this, while some of them would be having a branched vein that is called as reticulate venation. So we would be learning about that. Okay, na? Okay. Furthermore, uh, when we look at the seeds of the plants now, so you all would have seen like if you were to look at the seed of gram, that is chana. By the way, both of you turn your cameras in the turn on your cameras in the class. See, if you look at the seeds of plants like gram, that is chana, or look at the seed of the rice, both the seeds of these plants are different. How are they different? Like the seed of the chana can be splitted from middle. From the middle, it is splitted, right? So it is divided into two parts, and each part is called as cotyledon. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Like this. Try to understand, kind of like this. Getting it? So each part is called as cotyledon, and it is the seed is split from middle, and each part is called as cotyledon. So there are two cotyledons present in this seed, 1 and 2. So these kind of
Sir,
seeds, yes.
sir, can you explain the parallel venation and the vertical venation again?
We when we get to that topic now, we'll be learning about that in detail. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Just 1 minute. I'm having a call. Just 1 minute.
Yeah.
I will be back in a minute. I'm back. Yeah, Halima, it's okay. No worries if you're outside, then no need to turn the camera on. Okay. Hana, you turn your camera on in the class. So, see, while we would be learning about the veins, there in detail, we are going to learn about reticulate and parallel venation. I'm just giving a overview of the different topics which we would be learning in the chapter. Okay, Hana? Okay. Just to give you a slight idea of this, like the veins that you see, both of them are running parallel to each other. In mathematics, you'd have learned about parallel lines, intersecting lines, huh? Like when two lines run side by to each other in such a way that they will never be meeting each other. Like it's not like they are running like this and they will meet at a point. So when two lines run in such a manner that they will never meet, so they are called as parallel lines. Okay, okay, Hannah. Understood.
Sir, can you repeat?
What I say that in mathematics you would have learned about parallel lines. Have you learned about that in geometry?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Even in grade 5 also.
Yeah, so there also you would have learned. So when two lines are running in such a manner,
That
next
they
to each
don't
other,
meet.
that they don't meet. So they are called as parallel lines. So here also the veins are running in such a manner they will never be meeting each other. So they are called as parallel venation. Parallel
Yes, sir.
venation. And this one is branched, so it is called as reticulate venation. So no
Yes.
need to worry. We'll be learning about that in detail. Okay. Now why
Sir,
we
can
were
you wait for a second because I'm writing.
okay, okay. I'm not going to change
Sir,
the
I
slide.
finished writing.
Okay, okay. See what we were talking about the seeds now. So I said that some plants, their seeds are split from middle, while some plants, their seeds are just like this, like a rice. And let's say that is chana or gram. Okay, no? Gram and rice. So why we are talking about the types of seeds? Because we have observed like this kind of seed which is splitted from middle, which we also call as dicot seeds now. Dicot. and the one that is just having one cotyledon, which is not split from the middle, we call them as monocot seeds. So what we get to see now, guys, that a dicot seed will have the leaves like this one, like uh, the leaves of the dicot seeds now, dicot plants now, would be having a reticulate venation like this. So this leaves of the gram, the veins would be kind of like this, would be branched. Hmm. But when you look at the veins of the rice plant, for example, which is having a monocot seed, so it would be kind of like this, hmm, where the veins are kind of parallel to each other. Have you guys seen the leaves of the leaves of rice plant?
No, sir.
Okay, haven't been to a forest. I
No,
mean to
sir.
say to a cropland.
No, sir.
Sir,
Like
I
if you
have been, but then I didn't saw the seeds of the rice.
okay, no worries. But if you happen to visit a farm, a cropland, so there, if you were to see the rice now, so rice would be having leaves like this, and the leaves would be kind of parallel. The veins in the leaves would be parallel. Okay, now. So hope you guys are able to understand this. Okay, let's do one thing. We have this feature. Why not? Let's utilize this feature where you can get to see the picture live in the class. So just have a look at this. Hope you guys can see it. Yeah, this one. This gives you a perfect image. This one is a perfect image. Yeah. Observe
Yes,
the
sir.
one that I have marked. Both of you look at this, right? So the veins are kind of running parallel to each other, isn't it, guys?
Sir, I
Yes,
have
sir.
seen this.
Seen it, no? Good.
Yes.
So what I was trying to explain that the
So
plants
even
that
on some vegetables, when you look closer, there's like parallel lines on that,
Mhm.
like on celery sticks.
Yeah, but that's a different thing. Okay. No? Hmm. So the seed of the rice, it's not splitted from middle. It is just having one cotyledon. So that is called as a monocot seed. So plants that have a monocot seed, so they have a parallel venation in them. But if you were to look at the gram leaf, hope we can get that image. Not this one, but try to understand. It would be kind of like this. Okay, now the one that I have taken over here right now. So it would be kind of like this, where you can get to see that the veins are kind of branched. Okay, the veins are kind of branched. Look at the smaller veins over here. So they are branched like this. So hope it is clear to everyone. So when we
Yes.
get to learn about the parts of plants and when we'd be learning about leaf, this is something we should be learning in detail at that topic in that case. Okay.
Yes,
Then
sir.
there are important topics like photosynthesis. We'd be learning about that, and we'd be learning
Sir,
about
photosynthesis and respiration.
transpiration more specifically, and transpiration. Okay. So you'd be learning about that in detail. Okay, now.
Yes,
So that
sir.
is one thing we should be learning. After this, the next thing that you would be learning, 1 minute. After this, you guys would be learning about roots. So have you guys seen the roots of grasses?
Yes, sir.
So if you were to look at the roots of grass, for example, or if you were to look at the root of like gram or China rose or other plants, so both of them are different. Like the root of the grass is very hairy. hmm,
Yes, sir.
It's kind of fibrous in nature, but in some plants, no. Like for example, look at the plant like radish or carrot or like chana, that is gram. So there will be one main root, and there will be so many roots branching out of that main root. I'm trying to understand in this manner. Like there will be a main root in some plants like this, and out of this, so many tiny roots will be coming out like this. Getting it? So the middle one is the main root in this. Okay, and out of this there are so many tiny roots that will be coming out like this. Okay, but then if you were to look at some plants, for example, when you look at like a banana plant or like a wheat or maize or like onion plant, so in them the roots would be kind of spread like this. So is there any main root in the second image that you can spot? There isn't any main root in this, right? So it is called as fibrous roots. This one has a main root and that is called as tap root system.
Yes, sir.
Right now, good. So the first thing we should be learning about what is root and what are its functions and how does it perform its function? How does it absorb essential
Sir,
minerals, essential salts?
roots. Some of the roots like the carrot's root are tap root, and the other roots, I forgot the example, are like some of them are
Banana,
fibrous root.
like a
Yes.
banana plant or a bamboo,
Yes, sir.
or they have fibrous roots, or grass, the
Sir,
most common example.
roots go search in for nutrients and water.
Exactly. So how do they do so? What procedure? What process they absorb? So we would be learning about that in detail. So how roots should be absorbing essential minerals, essential salts from the soil. What procedure helps them? What is the role of tiny roots, root hairs in them? Like if you were to look at, there would be so many tiny root hairs also. The root hairs are also
Root
present
hair.
on the roots. So they kind
What
of
are they?
increases the
Why are they like? What is the role of it?
what is the role of the root hair in absorption of minerals and salts. We'll be learning about that also there. Getting it? So mainly our concern would be related to tap root, fibrous roots, and in general the function of the root. After this, after having discussed about root, the next topic that we'd be learning about flower, its types and its functions and its parts. So in this you'd be learning about types of flowers, parts of flowers, and its function. What function does it perform? Yes.
Root hair, root hairs absorb nutrients and water, which are sent through the tip of the plant's root.
Mhm. Good. So they kind of increases the surface area for absorption.
Yes.
Okay. No. You'll be learning about that. Okay. So this is the overview of the different things which you will be learning in the chapter. If you guys have any doubts from the chapter, please let me know. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Both of you done writing all this? No
Yes,
need
sir.
to draw the diagram. Okay. Halima, what about you? Halima, have you written all this?
Sir, I have written, but then I didn't drew the diagram.
No, you don't have to draw the diagram. Okay, no?
Okay.
No need to draw the diagram.
Sir, I'm done then.
Good then. Okay, the first basic thing, as I told you, are going to first of all learn about forest. Okay, and then we are going to continue with plants basically. Okay, so talking about forest, we generally say that forest is a large, it's an extensive area of land that is mainly covered by the trees, right? So first topic which we are going to learn is what is forest. Give the topic, what is forest? Give the topic, what is forest? Okay, now so we are going to define forest. So we say that a forest, first of all, you need to understand that the word forest is derived from a Latin word named as forest. But we say that word forest,
Sir,
yes,
A forest can be defined as a region with a high density of trees.
Very good. Yeah, in the most simplest way, we can define it like that, right?
Yes, sir. Sir, and also forest is a habitat of a variety of living beings, including animals, plants, and microorganisms.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, no. So, word forest. First of all, let us get to know from where this word forest came into origin. Okay, no. So, this word forest is derived from a Latin word. The word forest is derived from Latin word that is forest. Foris. You guys can see this now. Foris. Is it visible or hidden by the camera? By the
Sir, it
Latin
is
word.
hidden by the camera.
Okay, I'm going to write it over here. Foris. Now,
Yeah.
now you must be wondering like what does this term forest mean? So the thing is that it means the term forest means outside. It means outside the village boundary or outside the place where people are living. Right now, so it means outside. Outside of what? Outside of places which will be inhabited by the humans. So outside of the places in which we are living. Getting it now? So that is how the word forest came into origin.
Yes.
Furthermore, we are going to define it in this manner. So it is a wide area of land that has high density of
Yes, sir.
plants, that is having a high density of plants and supports, or we can say it in this manner, having a high density of plants and serves as a home to wide variety of living things, to wide variety of living things. Talking about the function of the forest, what function does it perform? The functions of forest is as follows. See, talking about the function, so it would be providing it plays a very fundamental role in maintaining the health of the earth, as it harbors or as it contains a great diversity of different kind of plants, right? So it plays a fundamental
Yes, sir.
role in maintaining the health of the planet. So health of the planet, what do we mean by that? So the health of the planet, here basically we are referring to the health of all life forms on earth, right? So different kind of life forms on earth would be healthy if the concentration of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the
Sir, I'll just be
atmosphere.
right back.
Okay. Yes, Halima, you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I have written that it plays a fundamental role in maintaining health of the planet Earth, right? As it absorbs carbon dioxide and gives out oxygen. Right now, as we know that if the concentration of carbon
Sir,
dioxide, yes,
what is that word after home to?
mm, home to wide variety, home
Okay.
to wide variety of living things. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no worries. Furthermore, they also provides us with lots of natural resources now. So provides, first of all, provides home. Okay, now provides home to a variety of organism. Another thing is that it provides lots of natural resources like wood, like latex. Latex is used to make a natural rubber, right?
Sir, we have to write this.
Yeah, you have to write this. Then it provides you with food also. It provides you with medicinal plants. So medicine also. Getting it, guys? So all these are the functions performed by the forest, right? But however, we see that in the recent few decades, due to deforestation, forests are being threatened, and due to the climate change also, the forest is being threatened. So thereby, it is very crucial for our well-being and for our future generations also that we make the right steps towards conservation of the forest. Getting it, guys? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So write down this much, then we'll be going to the next topic. Latex, you guys understand now what is latex? You would have seen a white milky liquid coming out of the bark of certain trees, particularly
sir.
rubber plant. No, like
No,
images
sir.
or in videos you'd have seen. No.
No.
Okay, just 1 minute. How about we just see this in the class then? Hold on for just 1 minute. Uh, Not this one. Latex rubber. Natural rubber from plant. Like this is what I'm actually referring to. This one over here, guys. Getting it? Wait till it loads. You can see the white milky liquid coming out of the bark of the tree. That is what the latex is. Okay, no?
Sir, that
Sir,
is a rubber plant, right?
Basically, it's a rubber plant. Yeah.
Sir,
Okay.
I have seen that in a picture.
Yeah. Basically, that's what I was asking. Like in pictures, you would have seen that. In
Yeah.
documentaries or like that. So this is one of the product that we obtain from the forest, right? Then we
yes.
obtain some
Yeah.
other products from the forest as well, like amber from tree. That is also one of the product that we obtain. Like you would have seen this amber, this over here. Hmm. So this latex or this amber that comes out from the tree. Now these are the waste materials, right? Now, and amber coming out of the tree is also utilized. The one that you see in the second image, it is also utilized right now. Particularly, it is used in jewelry as well. Amber is used in making of manufacturing of jewelry, and furthermore, earlier people were using it for as a medicine as well. It was used. Getting it now?
Yes.
Hmm. So this amber, basically, it is called as latex. Actually, I mean to say resin. Actually, resin, and this one over here is latex. So this resin, which is a product that we obtain from the forest,
So
it is
you can
basically
also make, so resin is also used to make art nowadays. Like they make resin keychains and stuff.
yeah, in that manner also it is used. Okay, now. So one of the major use of the resin coming out of the tree, that is basically this amber. It was used for the purpose of like used for making of jewelry also. Furthermore, it was used as medicines. Earlier it was used as medicines. Right now, getting it? Okay, earlier people were using it in a variety of ways, not just making using it as
Sir, I
medicine but for
got
other
this from
purpose.
the resin thing.
Yes. Okay, this thing.
This is made with resin.
Okay, that looks beautiful. Good. Okay, so these are the different kind of products that we obtain from the forest. Then wood is used for manufacturing furnitures and used in industries, and for one major use of wood is um, for manufacture of paper as well, right?
Yes, sir.
So that is how it is used. So you all might have done, you guys can also do this. Like basically, the wood pulp is made. First of all, the pulp of the wood is made. Like the wood would be soaked in water, right? The wood would be soaked in water. So it is soaked in the water till it dissolves in water. So then you obtain a thick paste of the wood, and that thick paste of wood is refined, and all the impurities is taken out of this, and then basically there's a tub tub in which the wood pulp will be dissolved with lots of water, and a sieve, basically a sieve will be dipped into that, and the sieve will be taken out, and then in that manner paper is obtained from it. Okay, now I will someday I will be showing you and show you a video of it, how paper is obtained from the wood. Okay, now getting
Yes,
it?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, hope you guys have written that much. Okay.
Sir, I'm almost
Sir,
done. Yeah.
I'm writing.
Okay, write it down then.
Sir, your screen is stuck in the pictures.
Sister, just 1 minute.
Yes.
Now visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, for the
Done, sir.
functions, it plays a functional role.
Fundamental.
Fundamental role in the
Hmm.
in maintaining health of the.
Planet.
Okay.
Okay, now
Sir, I finished.
finished and good. By the way, as we were talking about that amber now, see, amber, as I said, that it has been used as medicines also, particularly in some countries like in China, that has been used to create lots of problems, lots of problems like bleeding, like if some, they kind of have a belief in this, that if some people are mentally unstable, so they were also being treated with amber. Although how true it is, how much whether it is no, uh, how whether it cures people or not, that is a thing of debate. But for some common problems like some infection caused due to allergies, uh, or some normal sickness like a person suffering from some eye diseases, uh, so they believe that amber can treat a variety of diseases. Okay, now so in China for
Yep.
thousands of years, particularly, the amber has been used, right? Furthermore, the amber is also made. It is also was used to make incense sticks, right? And it is also used in incense sticks also, right? No, so that is one thing.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
how is it used in incense sticks?
How it is used in incense sticks? Okay, see, like
Incense.
the yeah, see, although it is not the main ingredient used in the incense sticks right now, but the thing is that like the amber, it would be taken, it would be kind of grinded into the form of a powder, and it would be mixed with other things, and then it can be used, it can be used in the incense stick. In that manner it is used. Okay, no, although it's not the very common
Okay, sir.
use of amber, but the earlier, like if you were to talk about the stone age, people who were living in the stone age, so you will see that jewelries from the stone age have also been found in excavation. In excavation, while excavation, we have found that we have found jewelries from stone age, from also from iron age, from copper age as well. Getting it what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So earlier
Yes, sir.
also people were found, women were fond of jewelries. So if you have to look at this amber, amber is shiny also. This has a luster, so it acts as a good reflector of light also. So since this is shiny, so this was used in jewelries as well. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
So that is one thing. Another topic which we had to discuss about was plants and their roles, right? So
Sir,
here we
what
did.
what was the second example?
Second example was this, no, this raisin, or also called as amber.
No, sir, not this one.
Which one?
In the
Uh,
functions.
okay, in the
After,
function,
yeah,
this
natural
pro-
resources.
yeah, wood, latex, latex. Okay, now wood, latex,
Okay,
food,
sir.
medicine. Now, as we were talking about the function of forest, so forest should be providing other things also now. Although it provides lots of natural resources to us, so other things what we have learned, it provides home to variety of
Then, sir,
organisms. Good. So it is a habitat for different kind of organisms as well. Getting it? But talking about functions of plants in general, specifically talking about plants. So there we have to list out the following things. You guys list out the different functions of the plants. Hmm?
Sir, they give out oxygen.
Okay.
They are biotic components.
Biotic components. Good. Okay, as you're mentioning the functions now, recall some more points. Meanwhile, Halima, you will be defining plants.
what, sir?
Define plants. Like, how do we define plants? What is the definition for plants?
Sir,
If someone were to ask you to define plants, how will be defining plants in scientific terms? Yes. See, basically, we say that plant is a living component. It's a living component that would be mainly growing in the ground.
sir,
Mainly, yes. Continue.
plants is a living thing that
Hmm.
grows in the ground
Hmm.
and usually have a leaf, has leaf along, along things green central part, which is basically a stem and
Okay.
roots.
And roots. Okay, very good. Or in general, as we see that plants are defined as living things that would be growing in the soil, growing on the land, basically, right? And they will have different parts in them, like a root, a root system, a shoot system, leaves, stems. Getting it now? So that is how we define it. Furthermore, we say that they are the organisms that are able to prepare their own food, right?
Yes.
So using the energy from sunlight, they are capable of preparing their own food. They are made up of multiple cells, right? And the most
Yes.
important feature that they have cell walls present in them, right now.
Yes.
So we see that a plant, you guys are going to write down this, okay now? So plant,
Sir, title the functions of plants.
next, that is the next thing you will be writing, okay? Yeah, you
Okay.
have to tell it about it as well. Okay, but let us
Yes.
first of all write the definition, okay now? So plant is a living component or a living thing. So plant is a living component,
That grows in the ground
good, that grows in the ground
and have a thin green stem.
okay. So that usually has green stems, roots, leaves, uh, or in some cases flowers also. And they need energy from the sunlight. So they need sunlight to prepare their own food. They need sunlight to prepare their food. So
Done, sir.
That's why we call them as autotrophs. Right now they are photosynthetic in nature, so they are called as autotrophs, right? Okay. Another thing
Yes,
we
sir.
have learned that they have cell walls in them. They have cell walls, which is absent in the animal cells, right? Okay. And another thing is that they are immovable, that they can't move from one place to another, right? So they are
Yes.
immovable as they are anchored into the ground due to their roots. So they are immovable and autotrophs.
Yes.
Autotroph.
Done,
Done.
sir.
Very good. Okay,
Sir,
Hannah, you
we are
will.
reading the chapter things around us, right?
No, not that chapter. We are doing the chapter getting to know getting to know
No,
plants.
sir, we are relating the chapter, right?
Or repeat again. We are.
Relating the chapter.
Okay. Talking about the functions of the plants. Yes, Hannah. You list down the
Sir,
functions.
plants are biotic component. They give out oxygen. Plants depend on. Animals depend on plants for food and shelter.
Okay.
Humans also depend on plants for food.
All right. So they carry out photosynthesis in which they prepare the food. Photosynthesis in by after arrow you will write food. Particularly in this you will write glucose. So they prepare the food for all life forms, right? And
Yes.
absorbs carbon dioxide, right? Absorbs carbon dioxide. Right now. And what else? Provides.
Animals depend on them for shelter.
Very good. So they provide shelter to different kind of animals. So provide shelter. So they provide shelter not only to the organisms that you can view, but are home to
Sir,
lots of microorganisms also. Yes, sir, Halima.
some of them are medicinal plants also.
Yeah, some of them are medicinal plants also. So they do provide us with medicines also. Very good point. Provide medicines. As we were talking about shelter, not there we learned that they will be providing shelter to the birds, to the worms, to the insects, and to microorganisms also, right? To the microbes as well. Right now. Okay, furthermore, you guys tell me in a forest or an area that will be having a rich diversity of plants, a rich density of plants. So in that region, will soil erosion take place easily? An area in which there's a good amount of trees that are growing. So in that region, will soil erosion take place easily? No. So it reduces soil erosion also. Because we know that the root hairs, the roots of the plants would be holding on to the soil particles. So thereby when there's a flow of water taking place in that region, the soil particles will not move away, will not flow away due to the water, due to the flood water. Getting it? It
Sir,
reduces soil erosion also and thereby maintaining the fertility of that land. Yes,
sir, plants are a good source of wood and timber.
wood and timber. Very good. So they
Yes,
provide you with different raw materials like wood.
sir. They also reduce soil erosion.
They reduce soil erosion. The previous topic as we discussed, right? They provide you with
Yeah.
latex, that is rubber, latex, resin, that has got variety of uses, right now. So these are few things which we have learned, right?
Sir, they also provide shade during hot sunny days.
Yeah, that can also be taken into consideration. They also provide shed, right now. So this in general are the different functions performed by the plant, right? The main primary function performed by the plant is photosynthesis, right? And furthermore, they also prevents soil erosion as the roots of the plants would be firmly holding on to the ground, firmly holding on to the soil particle, hence prevents them from flowing in the flood water. Okay, so that's all. All of you write down this. Done?
Done, sir.
Done, both of you?
No, sir.
Okay, you can write it. Apart from studies, you guys follow any other passion, any other habits like reading novels or playing some sport or sketching or sculpturing like that?
Yes, sir.
That's good. So that's all for today. From the next class, we'll be learning about some other things. Okay.
Sir, I won't be there for the next classes.
Okay, you won't be there. Okay, so do one thing. You can watch the recording of the class then
Yes, sir.
once you would be available. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It's like for how many classes you won't be available?
Sir, for 1 week.
For 1 week. Okay, okay. That's 3 classes. Okay then. So whatever we have discussed today, you guys have any doubts from that?
No, sir.
Okay, okay. By the way, there are some other general things which I was telling in the class, like talking about the forest. We get to know, we get to see that about 1/3 of the Earth's land